I called the client and he said that I should go ahead and update his iPod with a flash drive. So I typically use the iFlash Solo because of its cost is very low, and I go ahead and populate it with a full-size 128 gig SDXC card, and go ahead and put that in there. What we're going to do is also put one of these bumpers that were provided when you bought the iFlash card to hold, basically to hold the thing from ejecting. But what I do typically is I put a couple of spots of silicone glue to keep it in place. But this should be fine for now, just for testing. Okay, go ahead and you got your hard drive out. Leave the cable in place because I like that. I like the adhesive that those cables are originally installed with. And go ahead and insert the cable into the connector. Open the gate first, put that in there, go ahead and put it in very gently. Go side to side, make sure that it's all the way in, inserted. Once you have it inserted, close the gate. I took off the foam pads. I like my foam pads in place whenever I do a job. And go ahead and insert that in there, and we're going to put that in place. We're not closing it just yet. I just want to make sure it all works. All right, what we're going to do is insert the battery terminal into the connector, and this particular battery didn't have any juice in it. Let's go back to that new battery I had earlier. Here. The only reason why it didn't have any juice is because it's been sitting around. This gentleman lives in Africa, and he comes to visit me in California. So as you see, it's probably giving you that same screen, but this screen is different. This one I know it doesn't have a format because it was made for a camera, not an iPod. So what we're going to do first is we're going to format this. And we do that, I do it on a PC. Some very nice sounds are coming out of my computer. And I'm going to go ahead and call up my iTunes. Then I'm going to ask for it to format it. It says do not disconnect, which is proper. And there we go. All right, let's see. Sometimes you have to go in and out of iTunes a couple of times, just so it initializes. There we go. Sometimes you have to go out of iTunes and back into iTunes and go ahead and try it again, and I got the restore screen. This is a 112. This is a classic iPod with a firmware of 1.12. It's proper. It's restoring right now. All right. Okay, just finished. iPod's going to initialize itself now. It's waking up. Firmware is loading. You should get 119 gigabytes of addressable memory. Between 115 and 119, depending. Which is pretty decent, because originally it was only 80. 80 is like 72 of addressable memory. Okay, says synchronizing. I should get a welcome screen in a moment. And once you get the welcome screen, there we go. You can give it a name. I'm just gonna call it iPod. You can call it whatever you want. And go ahead and eject. Are you sure you want to eject? And I said yes. And now it's ready to be loaded. Okay. As you can see, I'm sure everything is fine. No, there we go. Alright. I'm going to leave this new battery in here because whenever I put in the new flash drive, I don't want to deal with old batteries. I don't know how old this battery is, but for a cost of a battery, you don't take a chance. And there we go. When you're putting in a flash, you don't take any chances with old batteries. Go ahead and plant that puppy. Alright, so we're good. I'm going to get a couple of drops of silicone and plant them just on the corners here, and then strap a piece of tape. Let me go get it. You have it there?
No.